I snapped after she called me a teen dad. I'm 14. Not a dad, not a punk, just a kid trying to take care of his little sister for an afternoon. My sister Kenna just turned 4, and she got this bright pink training bike from her dad. She was so pumped to ride it for the first time, so we headed to Riverside Park. It's a chill neighborhood spot, small playground, a few bike paths, lots of moms with strollers and kids running around. Not exactly a war zone, at least that's what I thought. We got there around 3 p.m., and there was already this lady on one of the picnic benches, scrolling her phone like it owed her money. She had 3 kids with her, 2 boys who looked like they belonged on a sugar high, and a little girl around Kenna's age. I waved at the mom, just a polite, "Hey, we're here too," kind of wave like my mom taught me. She didn't even look up. Kenna was hyped, talking non-stop about being as fast as daddy. She rode around a bit, then got tired and decided she wanted to swing instead. She parked her bike right next to the swings, where I could still keep an eye on it. About 10 minutes later, my uncle Trevor drove by in his work truck. He lives a few blocks away and always stops when he sees us. I waved at him and turned back. Kenna was crying, pointing at her bike, which was now being hijacked by the 2 boys. They were riding it around the park like it was theirs. The little girl was clapping and cheering them on like it was a race. I walked over and asked, as politely as I could, "Hey guys, can you give the bike back? My sister wants to ride it now." They ignored me, kept going. One of them even did a little wheelie like he was in a BMX competition. Kenna cried harder. I kept my voice calm and went up to their mom. "Excuse me, could you please ask your sons to give my sister's bike back?" She didn't even look up from her phone. "My kids are having fun and yours isn't using it, so I don't see the problem." I stared at her, stunned. They have their own bikes. This one isn't theirs. Could they please use their own? That's when she lost it. She stood up, looked me dead in the face and said, "Don't talk to me about parenting, you little punk. You clearly knocked some girl up young and now you're playing house at the park." I blinked. "I know that's your daughter. Don't lie. You're probably 16, tops, and now you're here trying to act all responsible. Don't lecture me." I was frozen for a second. I didn't know whether to laugh or scream. I could see Kenna still crying behind me, and this woman was straight up accusing me of being a teen dad in front of everyone at the park. Other parents were watching. I could feel my ears burning. I snapped. I said, "Lady, she's my sister, and I think I have every right to ask nicely when you're being a complete about it. So here's what's going to happen. Either you tell your little rats to get off her bike, or I will." That's when she really lost it. Her face turned a shade of red I didn't know existed. She started yelling about how dare I curse at her and insult her sweet children. She rounded up her kids, still shouting, and stomped off toward their minivan, yelling something about calling my parents. The boys dumped Kenna's bike in the grass and ran after her. When we got home, I was still shaking. I told my mom the whole thing, kind of expecting her to laugh or be mad on my behalf. Nope, she flipped out, said I was incredibly rude, that I should never speak to an adult that way no matter what they say, that I should have walked away or found another grown-up to help. She made me sit down and write an apology letter to the woman, even though we didn't know her name, where she lived, anything. My mom said the point wasn't whether she saw it. The point was me learning not to lose my cool. I wrote the letter. I said I was sorry for my words, that I should have handled it differently, that I let my temper get the best of me. But I'm not sorry for standing up for Kenna. That lady humiliated me for trying to protect my sister. She turned something simple into this ugly scene and tried to shame me for doing the right thing. So yeah, I wrote the apology. But I'd do it again if I had to.